strength training in two-a-days, running bleachers and sprint drills. You practice till you can't take another step. Then you practice some more. You love the process because you know that to remain in a class of your own requires exemplary character, sportsmanship, and unrivaled excellence on and off the field.
First United Bank is proud to support the Shallow Water Mustangs and Fillies. You truly embody the spirit of West Texas.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Coliseum on the campus of Western Texas College in Snyder. It's the Sweet 16 round of the UIL girls basketball playoffs. 4 teams still standing in each region across. Comanche compete for a trip to the Region 1 final in 3A Division 1. The Fillies 26-7 on the year. They're co-champions of District 2. The Maidens 22-10 on the year, outright champions of District 8. Shallow Water split the championship in District 2. They were 15-1. They split games with Idalou, who also 15-1. They're the number 3 team in the state, and they actually played the second part of the doubleheader tonight at Western Texas College. Number 3 Idalou against number 1 Wall for a trip to the regional final in 3A Division 2. The Comanche Maidens finished at 13-1 in District 8. They were a game ahead of Tolar, and then early finished 11-3. Those two teams went in the small school bracket D2. Peaster, the other big school team in the Division 1 bracket, finished in 4th place. They won the tiebreaker game with Eastland to move to 7-8 in district play. But Comanche 13-1 in district play. Incredibly tough non-district schedule, just like what the Fillies play, but they play some of the best around Central Texas. A battle-tested team for sure. February 16th, and then lost at home against Tolar on February 10th, 49-29. But I think it's got to be noted in that loss, they were without their star, Jaylee Salinas. So she didn't play in that game. That was their only district loss. In the playoffs so far, the Fillies, a by-district win against Dalhart, 57-34, and then an area round win against Denver City, 40-15. On the other side, the Maidens, a 59-45 win against Holiday in the by-district round, and they finally got over the hump in the area round against the Jim Ned Lady Indians, beat them 46-44. Both of these teams had their season ended by Jim Ned last year, and this Comanche team had met Jim Ned. They've met them the previous 4 years in the area round of the playoffs. They had 3 consecutive losses. They finally, this year, going to get over the hump. They're able to exercise those demons against Jim Ned for a 46-44 win, and now flying high into the regional semifinal. You see the bracket on the screen there for Region 1, Division 1. The Bushland Lady Falcons punched their ticket to the regional final last night. So when I said in the opener that there's 4 teams left in every region, that's not necessarily true here in Region 1, as we've got 3 teams left. The winner of this contest today between Shallow Water and Comanche will take on the Lady Falcons of Bushland, champions out of District 1. So we're getting down to the end of the basketball season. You see the captains meeting with the officials at midcourt right now. We're playing at the Coliseum here in Snyder, and an older venue. You may notice at home the lighting's a little dim in here, but spacious and enough room for sure for all of these Maiden and Phillies fans. You see a prayer going on right there at midcourt between the team captains and the officials. Cool to see that. The Phillies, regional semifinalists from a year ago, they made it to this game and then ran into Jim Ned, champions of District 6, when they lost 56-49. That Jim Ned team went on to advance all the way to the state championship game. This Comanche team finished 22-7 last year. They were area finalists as they beat Holiday last year in the bi-district round as well, but then lost to Jim Ned 51-32 in the area round. I mentioned them finally kind of getting over the hump against Jim Ned this year, and the box score, when you look at it, favored Jim Ned in a lot of areas, just not in the final score. Jim Ned out-rebounded them 38-31. They outshot them 31% to 28%, but Comanche was 29% from three to just 15% from Jim Ned. Jim Ned, slightly better field goal percentage at 56% to 54%. Comanche shot the ball better in the bi-district round of the playoffs, just like the Fillies did. The Fillies had a much cleaner performance in every phase, but especially offensively against Dalhart in the bi-district round. The Fillies shot 43% from the floor. They were 8 of 10 from the free throw line. They got 36 points off of 26 turnovers. Jumped out to a 27-8 lead in the first half against Dalhart. Never really looked back. Offensively, just sluggish in that area round against Denver City. They shot the ball 28.6% from the floor, but held Denver City to just 25%. And the one thing that I harp on all the time when looking at these box scores is the amount of field goals attempted. The Fillies with 49 field goal attempts to just 28 for Denver City. Fillies were also, the Shallowater Fillies were 10 of 11 from the free throw line, and they got 24 points off of 38 Denver City turnovers. But individually, totals not what you see most of the time from Shallowater. Cameron Ledbetter led the scoring with 13 points, 5 of 11 shooting. She was 3 for 3 from the free throw line, also had 4 steals. And then Emmy Lusk had a big night. She had 7 rebounds on 3 of 6, or 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting. A couple of rebounds, 2 assists, 6 steals for Emmy Lusk. 7 points also for Carly Buckley on 3 of 8 shooting, 5 steals for Carly Lindley Wright. 6 points. She was 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 4 steals. Emma Clausen had 7 points. She was 3 for 4 from the line, had 5 rebounds. So a game that was played at Denver City's pace, and the Fillies a little sluggish in Brownfield that night, and either way end up with a 40-15 win. They held Denver City to just 2 points in the first quarter. It was 23-6 at halftime, but they'll need a much quicker start against the Maidens tonight. Both teams hoping for an offensive performance tonight, like what they had in the bi-district round of the playoffs, for sure. And I do have to mention, I didn't mention it last night because I did give a shout out to Sycamore Family Medicine, as our household got hit pretty hard with the flu last week. Cy and Walker's still kind of dealing with some of the effects of the flu today, actually, but Sycamore Family Medicine helping us get back on our feet and get over that last week, so that we can, so we're ready to go here for a full week of Mustang and Philly basketball. But I didn't mention Aaron Morris, and I want to say a big thanks to Aaron Morris. I know he's probably not listening. He's probably in the stands tonight behind us. We are on the Shallowater side of the stadium tonight, which is always fun when you can hear your own fans yelling. You don't hear the opposing fans yelling as much. But Aaron filling in on short notice like he has several times. Really appreciate him stepping in so that you guys can enjoy the broadcast of the Phillies area round win over Denver City last week. We're just about 5.5 minutes away from player introductions and the national anthem here at Western Texas College. Want to thank the Shallowater Sports Network crew for all they do to make this possible. Jake Warren, the MVP of the Shallowater Sports Network, getting us all set up today. Zach Cole also helping us produce. Angel Flores and Cooper Bunting running cameras for us. Jake's going to be on double duty again tonight. He's going to try to keep some stats for us tonight. I see he's got the iPad ready. And we want to say get well soon to Kaysen Eastwood. Kaysen hit the road with us last night, and you could tell didn't feel good, but he gutted out the game last night. Didn't feel good on the way home, and he has been homesick today. So if Kaysen's watching, we hope he gets well soon. We've all had it at some point, it seems like, lately. Just hope everybody out there struggling with all this stuff going around gets better soon. We know that some of you watching on NFHS and some of you listening to an audio-only broadcast on Mixlr. So we'll try to keep you guys in mind, and I'll maybe talk a little bit more than what I normally do so that you can know what's going on. I'll try to mention the score and the clock more often, not assuming that you're watching it on TV. But the winner of this game tonight, trying to get to the regional championship game to take on the Bushland Lady Falcons. They won 72-69 last night over Sweetwater, who was the second place team out of District 6. And it should be a hard-fought game tonight between Comanche and Shallowater. Both teams play really good defense. Comanche's got some shooters on the outside. You'll hear me probably say Casey Wilcox's name a lot tonight. Some other names, Madison Draper. They've got a lot of experience on this team. Wilcox, Draper, and Jaylee Salinas, all seniors. Jaylee Salinas, the coach's kid. She will no doubt be the focal point of the Phillies defense. Try to make somebody else beat you, try to make her get rid of the ball. It'll come down to the normal stuff. It'll be with the defense that both these teams play. You would expect kind of the same stuff that we've talked about. We talked about RD's keys to the game. Points in transition. Can you get cheap points before the other team gets their defense set up? Can you get some points off of the full court pressure? Some cheap points maybe with steals in the backcourt. And just it's going to be a matter of who can hit shots from the outside. Both these teams are going to play good defense. The good shots, high quality looks will be hard to come by. Who can knock down some tough shots and who can knock down some shots from the outside, and who can take care of business at the free throw line. So that'll be a point of emphasis to try to get to the line. Can you take advantage when you get there? And like I said, Salinas, Wilcox, Draper, some names that we'll say over and over again. On the Comanche side, Comanche, their enrollment number for this current cycle, 373. The number they turned in for realignment this year down to 345, so a smaller school in 3A D1, but representing District 8 in the big school bracket of the playoffs here in basketball. Comanche on Highway 377 between Brownwood and Stephenville. They're on the other side of the region representing District 8, but a good squad for Coach Diana Salinas in her 12th year. Coach Salinas is a Comanche alumna. She was on the 98 title team, a class of 2001. She's in the Hardin-Simmons Hall of Fame, class of 2022, the Hardin-Simmons Hall of Fame, and she's back for her 12th year leading this Comanche program, trying to take the Maidens back to a state title just like she did as a player back in the late 90s. Kurt Richardson in his 4th year leading the Fillies. Got 9 seniors on this Phillies team, 7 of them members of that state championship team from 2 years ago. They've been here before, not in this building, but they've been in some big games. Hopefully that experience will pay off as they get down the stretch of this playoff run. Again, just 3 teams left now in Region 1. We'll be down to the Elite 8 in 3A, 2 teams in each region after tonight. And again, this is the start of a big night here in Snyder, as Idalou and Wall will play the game immediately following this one. That one, some huge implications, and the reward for winning that game between number 1 and number 3, they get to play number 2 Coahoma. Coahoma waiting for them in the regional final in the Division II bracket here in Region 1. So it's going to be a good night of basketball here at the Coliseum on the campus of Western Texas College. The Phillies and the Maidens are lined up, ready for the national anthem. And we will turn it over shortly here to the PA to get the festivities started.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Western Texas College Coliseum for today's 3A Division I Regional Semifinal game between the Shallowater Fillies, who will be the visiting team on who will be the home team on the scoreboard. At this time, if you're able, please join us by standing as we honor our nation through the national anthem, which will be sung by Comanche High School freshman Sienna Kirsch. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave.
So we are just about wrapped up here on the First United Bank pregame show. We appreciate you spending your Monday or your Tuesday afternoon with us here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. It's going to be a long week of basketball, so the days are already running together. Monday, Tuesday. We know we're going to have another game on Thursday. Now pause as they introduce the Phillies starters. So if you didn't catch the starting lineups for the Phillies, Lindley Wright, Carly Buckley, Emmy Lusk, Keely Williams, and Cameron Ledbetter. Ledbetter, the only underclassman out there with 4 seniors. On the other side for Comanche, Casey Wilcox, Emily Sierra, Rainey Pratt, Madison Draper, and Jaylee Salinas. So we are set now for opening tip. This regional semifinal between Comanche and Shallow Water. Trying to punch their ticket to the regional final on Friday night. Both crowds filling in for this early start tonight. And we're getting to christen the opening ball here. There we go. All right, we get to christen the game ball. Buckley to jump against Jaylee Salinas. Phillies will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. Not that that matters to you guys at home. Keely Williams controls the opening tip for the Phillies, and here we go. Carly Buckley has it, free throw circle, drives left side, guarded by Salinas, dumps it off to Emmy inside. Offensive rebound by Carly. She gets it out to Cameron Ledbetter. Cameron, a kick out to Lindley, left wing. Lindley drives the floater, baseline, too strong. Rebound, up for grabs, loose ball, last touch by the Phillies. So Casey Wilcox will inbound under the basket. It allows the Phillies some time to set up their full court pressure. They get it into Salinas, guarded by Emmy Lusk. Picks her up full court. And Jaylee dribbled it off her leg for a turnover in the backcourt. Good defense presented by her friends at the Noble Fence Company. So maybe some early jitters for both these teams. You saw Lindley way too strong on one of her shots. Just a little bit of adrenaline here to start this one. They swing it to Keely. Right corner, Williams, too strong. Ledbetter, offensive rebound. Puts it up off the glass, and it's good. Cameron Ledbetter with the first 2 points of the night. Trap as Comanche gets it into the front court. Keely Williams looked like she had a steal, but they call her for a foul instead. Madison Draper got trapped just as she crossed midcourt. Keely picks up her first foul. That one on Salinas. That one on Salinas. Wait. He put up number 5, Casey Wilcox. I thought that one was on Salinas. I didn't see Wilcox in the area. I don't know. We are on the floor here, so maybe missing it. Either way, Lindley goes to the free throw line for the Phillies. 6.5 minutes to play first quarter, and she knocks in the first one. Lindley 2 for 2 from the line. 4-0 in favor of the Phillies. 6.5 to play. Snowbird down the lane. Carly, or down on the other end. Carly and Keely hustle back as Madison Draper got behind everybody, got the long pass, and Carly almost had a steal. But instead, an inbounds pass from underneath the basket. Offensive foul drawn by Keely Williams. Salinas got the ball off the inbounds pass, was coming down the right side of the lane, and Keely Williams takes the charge. Salinas called for her first foul. That's 3 team fouls now on Comanche. Emmy has it right wing in the front court for the Phillies. Lindley off the screen from Buckley at the top of the key is called for a carry. You don't see that a lot. The student section starting to come alive a little bit here. Carly with the deflection in the backcourt. They get it to Salinas at midcourt, and now 3-on-2. Salinas finds Rainey Pratt on the block, and the Maidens are on the board. 4-2 as they broke the press that time. Lindley, left wing, puts up a 3, and it's good! Lindley Wright, her first field goal of the afternoon, has 5 points and 7-2 quickly down the floor. Again, Madison Draper kind of beat everybody down the floor, and she draws the foul. They call Keely Williams for the foul. That's her second foul, second team foul here in this quarter too. Draper misses the first one. Anderson Vanetta will check in for Keely, who just picked up her second foul. Draper goes 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. Makes it 7-3. Lindley brings the ball into the front court. Buckley swings it to Emmy, left side. Maidens switch on the screen. They're going inside for Buckley. It was intercepted, and they're trying to get some points in transition. Running down the floor was Emily Sierra and was trying to catch the pass. She was already under the basket and lost the handle on the baseline, turnover in transition, but they're beating the Fillies down the floor right now. Emmy has it left wing now as the Fillies try to get set in their half court. Ledbetter, top of the key, they swing it right side. Lindley off of Cameron's screen, picks up her dribble. Carly open, top of the key, lets it fly, no good. Rebound inside for Rainey Pratt. Salinas now has it, brings it into the front court for Comanche. They go right wing. Wilcox drives down the right side of the lane, too strong off the glass. Emmy Lusk, good block out and a rebound. Lindley has the outlet pass, pushing the ball up the floor. She'll stop left wing. Anderson now has it in the corner. Back to Lindley, left wing, and Lindley will bring it back up top. Try to get the Phillies set up. They get it to free throw circle to Emmy Lusk. Lindley went down the left side of the lane. Little give and go there. She tried to drop it off to Ledbetter, and it's deflected out of bounds. 4:37 to play, 7-3 in favor of the Phillies. Almost midway through the first quarter, little give and go off the inbounds pass. Carly threw it to Cameron. Cameron went right back to her on the block, and she draws a foul from Rainey Pratt. Rainey's second foul. That's a fourth team foul on Canadian. So the Phillies will be in the bonus the rest of the way. See if they can take advantage of that as Carly gets a trip to the line. That one was in and out, halfway down before it jumped out. Pratt will go to the bench with her second foul. Dakota Dudley checking in for the Maidens. Too strong off the back iron, and a rebound for Madison Draper. Empty trip to the free throw line. This one, they're trying to get down the floor to Wilcox. Emmy Lusk got a hand on it to deflect it away, but they'll inbound underneath their basket again. They found Salinas wide open on the last inbounds play. Salinas is the one inbounding right now. Now Salinas from the corner, no good. Ledbetter with the rebound. Cameron trying to push the ball up the floor. Comanche does a good job of getting back in transition. Carly shot fake right wing. Looking inside, threw it away on the baseline. Lindley with the steal, but couldn't keep herself from going out of bounds. Ran into the table right here, courtside. Faith Bass checking in as Carly Buckley will get a breather. 4:10 left to play in the first quarter, 7-3 in favor of the Phillies. Salinas has it, guarded by Emmy Lusk. Backing up past the timeline, back near midcourt. She'll drive right side. Jumper in the lane, no good. Gets her own rebound, turnaround, no good, but a foul call on Faith Bass. Faith's first foul. That's a third team foul on the Phillies in this first quarter. And Salinas looking for her first points. Salinas drains the first one. 7-4 now. 3:51 left to play in the first quarter. Salinas perfect at the line right there. Makes it 7-5. Cameron Ledbetter checking out of the game. Emma Kate Foster checks in. Wright, Foster, Vanetta, Lusk, and Bass on the floor. Lindley off the screen from Emmy Lusk. That was a deep three, top of the key. 10-5, and again, a fast break opportunity as Dakota Dudley beat everybody down the floor and got an easy layup. Phillies got to get back on defense. 10-7, 3.5 minutes to play. Emmy's got it, top of the key, trying to work her way down into the lane. Dudley turns her around. They swing it around to Anderson in the corner. That one in and out. Emma Kate got her hands on the rebound, but it was knocked away. They'll say last touched by Emma Kate. So Jaylee Salinas will inbound from the baseline underneath their own basket. Casey Wilcox. Salinas got away with the walk, top of the key. Faith Bass with the rejection inside. Good Noble fence defense, but a second chance for Salinas. Left wing, no good. Rebound inside, good block out from Dakota Dudley. She's got 4 quick points off the bench. 10-9. Lindley brings it into the front court. Comanche just retreats back to get set up on defense. Faith has picked up her dribble, left wing. Now Emmy has it, top of the key. 2.5 minutes to play now, first quarter, 10-9 lead for the Fillies. Lindley drives, left side, dumps it off to Emma Kate. Emma Kate Foster finishes off the glass. 12-9, nice move by Lindley Wright. Salinas, though, coming all the way down the floor. And a blocking foul called on Faith Bass, and 1. Nobody stopped the ball. Salinas just came all the way down the floor with it. She gets her first field goal. She's got 4 points and a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play. She can tie the game. Faith picked up her second foul. That's the 4th one on the Fillies in this first quarter. And Salinas, who's perfect at the line so far, can tie the game. That one too strong. Buckley with the rebound, pushing the ball up the floor. Lindley has it, left wing. Lindley, a skip pass to Anderson in the corner. Anderson finds Carley on the block. Good move for Carley to get free, just too strong off the glass. Rebound for Dudley and Comanche. Salinas finds Wilcox, left sideline. Casey pulls up for 3 and knocks it down. Casey Wilcox, her first field goal, gives Comanche their first lead. 14-12. Inside, Lindley goes to Carly Buckley. That was a good find on the baseline. Carly got fouled. They call 34 Dakota Dudley for her first, the 15th foul. Buckley back to the line. Knocks in her first one, her first point of the afternoon. Two for 2 on that trip. She got 2 points for the game. 14-14, 1:40 left to play in the first quarter as the Fillies retreat to the back court, or to the front court this time, excuse me. Dudley looking inside. She picks up her dribble. Baseline drive here from the corner from Emily Sierra, and she'll go to the free throw line. They've got Anderson Vanetta, I believe, for that foul. 15th foul on the Fillies. Sierra's first one is good. Emily Sierra 2 for 2 at the line for her first 2 points of the game. 16-14, Comanche with 1:15 and counting now in the first quarter. Lindley walks it across midcourt, off the screen from Carly, works her way in the lane, gets all the way to the glass, puts it in. Left hand, Lindley Wright. She's got 10 points. We're tied at 16. A minute to play now. Fillies almost had a steal. Instead, Salinas ends up with a 3 attempt. Way too strong, but she banks it in. 7 points now for Salinas. 19-16. 45 seconds left to play. Lindley on the other side goes right side of the lane, misses the layup. Salinas pushing the ball up the floor. Kicks in the corner for 3, and it's good. Madison Draper's first field goal. She's got 4 points for the game. 22-16. 30 seconds to play as Lindley crosses midcourt. Flurry of threes for Comanche to end this first quarter. Anderson got it inside, was looking for Morris on the block, and a turnover for the Fillies as they couldn't make the connection on that pass. 18.3 on the clock here at the Coliseum as Vanetta checks out. Emmy Lusk back in. Here's a full court pressure look from the Fillies. Wilcox has it. Come up the right sideline. 15 seconds to play. Salinas now brings it across midcourt. Carly's got her right near midcourt. High screen. 3 on the way, no good. Offensive rebound and the putback. Right before the buzzer, Draper put up another 3. Didn't catch anything, but Dudley was there for the rebound, and she's got 6 points off the offensive glass, 24-16 after one. We'll be right back here on the Shallow Water Sports Network.
At GVI Law, you're not hiring one attorney. You're hiring a whole team of attorneys.
When people call us, they need someone they can trust.
We know how to get results for our clients.
That's our history. We win, and we win big.
(24-16) as we start the second quarter in this Region 1 semifinal between Comanche and Shallow Water. A late flurry of scoring from the Maidens has them out front. They hit 3 from beyond the arc. Salinas with 7 points. Dakota Dudley's been cleaning up on the offensive glass. She's got 6 points. 4 for Madison Draper, 3 for Casey Wilcox. Lindley Wright has 10 points for the Fillies. Emma Kate Foster, Cameron Ledbetter, each with 2. Carly Buckley's got 2 at the free throw line. Off the screen, Salinas threw it away. She was trying to run like a little pick and roll. Good help off of that screen at the top of the key. And her picker wasn't looking for the pass. So Lindley jogs the ball up the floor. Phillies in their half-court offense. Emmy inside the free throw circle, kicks back out to Lindley, left wing. Lindley drives, finds Carly, right wing. Buckley for 3, no good. Lindley's got their long rebound, trying to work her way in the lane, kicks out to Ledbetter. Ledbetter with the jump shot. Clausen had the rebound on the baseline, saved it in, but went right to Comanche. 3 on the way, no good. Another offensive rebound, a block shot from Carly Buckley as Dakota Dudley got stuffed on that putback. She's been there on the offensive glass. Carly, right wing, goes inside to Emma Clausen. Emma, turnaround, finds Lindley, left wing, open for 3. Lindley, too strong off the back iron. Rebound to Comanche and Emily Sierra. She's got it stolen in the backcourt. Cameron Ledbetter took it away, and now Lindley trying to get the Phillies set in their half court. She's got it left wing, step back 3, no good. Rebound inside for Dakota Dudley. She's cleaning up on the glass right now. They go deep down the floor for another 3, no good. Wilcox, the backside rebound off of Draper's miss. They kick it out, Dudley for 3, left wing, too strong. Ledbetter and Lindley Wright fighting over the rebound, creating a loose ball. Wilcox ended up with it. Wilcox's shot, no good. Lindley's got the rebound, and she'll push it up the floor. Comanche does a good job of getting back in transition. 2 minutes gone, second quarter. Philly still trailing by 8. Emmy, a drive and a kick. Corner 3, no good from Carly. Cameron chased down the long rebound, but that pass was intercepted as she tried to get it ahead to Lindley. Sierra stole it away. Salinas in transition. Stop and pop from the top of the key, no good. Emma Clausen with the defensive rebound. And Ledbetter will stop and let the Phillies get into their half court. Emmy's got it, top of the key. Ledbetter now in the lane, back out to Emmy. Phillies trying to get stuff inside, but good interior defense so far from Comanche, and the Phillies are settling for shots outside. Lindley, shot fake from deep, the top of the key. She'll let it go, left wing, off the back iron. Rebound to Wilcox. Pushing it up the floor again. Draper down the floor. She'll put up the jumper. No good. Mid-range, but another offensive rebound for Sierra. Salinas with another 3. No good. They're getting multiple shots on their trips down the floor. Neither team hitting a ton from the outside, but right now, Comanche shooting a little bit better, 24-16. The Phillies have been stuck on that number for a little while. We were tied at 16, and then an 8-0 run by Comanche to end that first quarter. Emmy has it, left wing for the Phillies in the front court. So we're under 5 minutes to play, second quarter. Ledbetter from the corner, tries to drive baseline on Dudley, puts up a tough shot and draws a foul. Dakota Dudley picks up her second. First team foul for the Maidens in the second quarter. Ledbetter with 2 points already. This is her first trip to the free throw line. Misses the first one. Keely Williams comes to check in for Carly Buckley. Ledbetter's second free throw is good. 1 for 2 from Cameron. That ends that 8-0 run, 24-17. And the transition opportunity as they quickly got down the floor. Destiny Jamison called for a travel as she got to the glass. 4.5 minutes to play, 24-17, second quarter for the Fillies. Lindley jogs it up the floor. Fillies operating their offense near the timeline right now. Comanche's defense has pushed them out. Emmy had it taken away by Emily Sierra. And now Draper and Williams rushing down the floor. Draper lets Keely sail by and then lays it in. She's got 6 points, 26-17. They get back down the floor. Fillies in their half court now. Keely has it top of the key. Emmy a handoff to Lindley off the screen, and they call a foul on the screen. Emmy called for a moving screen. That's her first foul. First foul on the Fillies in this second quarter. 26-17, 3:50 to play in the first quarter. Salinas to Wilcox. They swing it left side for Madison Draper, and they swing it back around. Wilcox, top of the key, 3 is good. Casey Wilcox, her second triple. She's got 6 points. 29-17, timeout. Kurt Richardson, his first one of the night. A 13-1 run right now for Comanche after we were tied at 16 in the first quarter. Just 3:26 left to play second quarter. Lindley Wright leading the way for the Phillies. She's got 10 points. Buckley with 2. Cameron Ledbetter's got 3. Emma Kate Foster with 2 on the other side. Delia Salinas has 7. Casey Wilcox now with 6 points. Dakota Dudley has 6. Madison Draper with 6. And Rainey Pratt with 2 points. Emily Sierra also 2 for 2 at the line for 2 points. 29-17. Phillies got to start hitting some shots. So far, that's the difference. The triple going in for the Maidens. Phillies trying to knock some down from outside. Emmy Lusk has it right wing out of the timeout. Lindley shot fake, drives left side. Good defense. She'll step back and shoot it deep corner. Emma Clausen, offensive rebound and the putback. Her first bucket of the night, 29-19. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Salinas brings it down the floor, stops at the elbow, kick in the corner. Draper, no good. Cameron Ledbetter has the rebound. Comanche does a good job of getting back in transition as Keely gets it down in the corner, drives baseline, and she'll go to the free throw line. Madison Draper's first foul. Just the second team foul in the second quarter on the Maidens. 2:44 left to play. Keely looking for her first points of the night. Off the mark with the first free throw. Second one's in and out. Clausen and Ledbetter fighting for the rebound. Cameron ends up with it. Lindley tried to save it in, but she stepped on the line. Ledbetter saved it down in the corner. Lindley chased it down, threw it over his shoulder, but they call her for being on the line. 29-19, 2.5 minutes to play. Maidens break the press. Sierra has it left side. They swing it around. Draper passes up to 3. Back up to Wilcox. Wilcox drives left side. Drops it off inside. Nice pass She dropped it off inside to Danica Carroll. Emmy Lusk with some good noble fence defense. Forces the jump ball arrow in favor of the Fillies. 2:20 and counting in this first half. Fillies need to find a way to start scoring some points. Ledbetter inside, good look, just too strong off the glass on the drive. And then she commits the foul on the baseline. Draper pulled in the rebound, and Ledbetter was trying to trap her on the baseline, called for the foul. Third team foul on the Fillies in this second quarter. That's just the first one on Cameron. No, it's the second team foul, excuse me, on the Fillies. Full court pressure here, but again, they break the press. Draper's got it. Now gives it to Salinas, top of the key, shot fake. They double Salinas, good help defense, but they leave Emily Sierra all alone for her first field goal. 4 points for Sierra, 31-19. Comanche, under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Buckley a drive, left side for the Fillies, and they'll send her back to the free throw line. Danica Carroll called for her first foul. It's the third team foul. Buckley back at the line, knocks in her first one. Second one off the left iron. Wilcox rebound. She's pushing the ball up the floor. Carly has a steal near midcourt. Gets it to Lindley. Lindley, good help defense. Kicks out to Carly, left wing for three. Buckley drains it. Her first field goal. She's got 6 points, 23-31, 1:20 left to play. Salinas pushing the ball up the floor, kicking the corner to Draper. Lindley almost had a steal, and they're going to call her for a foul instead. Third team foul, Lindley's first. 31-23, 1:14 to play. As they made Salinas kick it out to the corner, and then as they were going to the wing, Lindley almost had a steal. Called for a cheap foul on that left wing. Moving screen called on number 14, Danica Carroll. That's the fourth foul on Comanche, so for what it's worth, the Phillies would be in the bonus with the next one. Just 1:04 left to play second quarter. Carroll picked up her second foul, checks out. Rainey Pratt checks back in with 2 fouls. Ledbetter has it at the elbow. Salinas knocked it free. And Emily Sierra chases down the loose ball. Turnover created there by the Maidens in the half court. Wilcox getting hounded by Lindley Wright. Lindley called for a cheap foul out near the timeline. That's her second 4-team foul on the Phillies. So the next one would put the Maidens in the bonus. 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Salinas inbounding from the sideline, goes up top to Wilcox. Wilcox gets trapped on the corner. Lindley works a steal from Sierra. See if she can get to the glass. Contact, and she'll go to the line. They call Emily Sierra for the foul. So the Phillies now in the bonus for the last 32 seconds for what it's worth. Lindley will go to the free throw line. Sierra's first foul. So Lindley gets the steal. And now a trip to the free throw line. First one too strong off the back iron. 32.48 seconds on the scoreboard. Second one, no good. Good block out from Wilcox to get that defensive rebound. She's pushing it up the floor to Draper. Phillies get back. Draper skip pass to Salinas, left wing. Emma tries to chase her off the shot. Emma comes in to get the offensive rebound. Lindley and Emmy fighting for it. Finds Carly down the floor. Ledbetter, jumper in transition, no good. Salinas was the last one to touch it. So a flurry of activity there as the Phillies will inbound underneath the basket. 8.69 seconds on the clock. Buckley inbounding, a chance to try to cut into this deficit right before Halftime, Emmy from the top of the key. In and out, no good. Wilcox rebound. Ledbetter with the steal. She lay it in time at the buzzer. 31-25. Some Noble Fence defense to create a little spark for the Phillies going into the locker room. Emmy almost had the three. It went in and out from the top of the key. Ledbetter with the steal in the backcourt and then gets the layup at the buzzer. 31-25 as we head to the break. We'll be back with the Kyle Motherall, Edward Jones halftime show here on the Shallow Water Sports Network.
It's strength training in two-a-days, running bleachers and sprint drills. You practice till you can't take another step. Then you practice some more. You love the process because you know that to remain in a class of your own requires exemplary character, sportsmanship, and unrivaled excellence on and off the field.
First United Bank is proud to support the Shallow Water Mustangs and Fillies. You truly embody the spirit of West Texas.
Founded in 1913 and located in northwest Lubbock County, Shallow Water is a place you will find people with small town values who pride themselves in West Texas traditions. Shallow Water is a community you will be proud to call home. Mayor Roy King Potter and the Shallow Water City Council encourage you to stop in and say hello. They want to make Shallow Water the best it can be. Shallow Water, where Texas pride runs deep.
Hey sports fans, are you hungry for a win? Swing by Fred's Garage where we are always cheering for the Mustangs and Phillies. Join us Wednesday through Saturday where you can have breakfast like a state champion and enjoy watching the game on one of our many screens. Have the best pizza in the 806 or even quench your thirst with your favorite beverage. We will see you soon at Fred's Garage where every bite feels like a victory.
Peoples Bank is a proud supporter of Shallow Water Athletics. Let's go, Mustangs and Phillies.
Noble Fence Company has been in business since 2001. Owners Branham and Lee Noble are proud West Texans, born and raised in Lubbock and Texas Tech alumni. Now, Lee and Katie are proud members of the Shallow Water community supporting the Mustangs and Phillies. At Noble Fence, our main focus is customer service. Contractors can be hard to deal with, but our goal is to make your fence job as easy as possible while building the highest quality fence possible. We specialize in customizing a fence to fit your individual needs using only the highest quality materials and unsurpassed workmanship. We strive to build quality fences, but more importantly, quality relationships with the great people of West Texas. Find us at noblefence.com and call or email us today.
The future starts here in Shallow Water ISD. Our students are dreamers, leaders, and achievers, prepared for success in every path they choose. With strong academics, competitive athletics, award-winning fine arts, and unmatched community pride, we're building tomorrow, today. In partnership with our community, we challenge and support every student to live with service, leadership, achievement, and character. Together, we're shaping a future of excellence. Shallow Water ISD, in a class of our own.
It's strength training in two-a-days, running bleachers and sprint drills. You practice till you can't take another step. Then you practice some more. You love the process because you know that to remain in a class of your own requires exemplary character, sportsmanship, and unrivaled excellence on and off the field.
Spirit Mortgage is proud to support the Shallow Water Mustangs and Fillies. You truly embody the spirit of West Texas.
For over 40 years, St. Clair Orthodontics has cared for our patients with the latest and cutting-edge orthodontic care. We see this as our mission field, where we have the privilege to care for you beyond your smile, helping you find confidence, hope, and the smile you've always dreamed of. We truly believe that in this office, thousands of lives will be changed. Start your smile journey with St. Clair Orthodontics by scheduling your free consultation. You can find us online or call us today.
At Zia Lone Star Power Sports, we love to ride. Whether you're hitting the trails, cruising on the lake, or exploring the back roads, there's a ride for every adventure.
When we took the side-by-sides to the canyon, or we raced the Sea-Doo that surf, and don't forget the ATVs on the ranch.
4 locations, endless adventures. Come see us at Zia or Lone Star Power Sports and start making your own family memories.
(31-25) as we start the Kyle Motherall, Edward Jones halftime show here courtside from the Coliseum on the campus of Western Texas College in Snyder. The Comanche Maidens with the 6-point lead over the Fillies as they outscored the Fillies 24-16 in the first. Fillies kind of were able to buckle down defensively in the second quarter, but still with a 6-point deficit. They won the second quarter 9-7, but just having a hard time finding the bottom of the net so far. As you look at some of the halftime statistics, again, big tip of the cap to Jake Warren, who's not only producing but also keeping stats in the middle of this game here. Comanche at 39% from the floor, and they're shooting more shots, just 3 more shots, but significant amount because of the advantage on the glass right now, out-rebounding the Fillies 20-12. The Fillies have forced 10 turnovers, but the Maidens have also gotten some points in transition off of the Philly press. So where the Fillies are used to creating turnovers with their pressure, full court pressure, they've done that tonight and they've gotten 10 turnovers, but Comanche's also gotten some easy transition buckets down the floor too. So interested to see some of those halftime adjustments, but yeah, 7 offensive rebounds for the Maidens, 13 on the defensive glass, and where they've gotten some second chance points, they're keeping the Fillies from getting second chance points with all those defensive rebounds. A couple blocked shots for the Fillies as they've tightened up a little bit defensively, but right now 6 of 14 at the free throw line is not what you want to see as they've left some points there. 5 of 7 for the Maidens, a little bit better. Right now for the Fillies, the leading scorer is Lindley Wright. She's got 10 first half points. Buckley with 6. Cameron Ledbetter has 5. Emma Clausen with 2. Emma Kate Foster also with 2. The Fillies just haven't been able to get the points in the paint like they normally do. A lot of shots from the outside, and right now just not falling. They do have 3 different three-point lines here because we're playing at a college gym, and so maybe that's a little bit confusing because some of these threes have been pretty deep from both teams. They're shooting well behind the men's line. That blue one that you can see on the floor. You can take a couple of steps in and shoot at that white line. On the maiden side of the ball, they have gotten a few threes. 2 of them, in fact, from Casey Wilcox. She's got 6 points. Dakota Dudley has 6. Madison Draper knocked in a 3. She's got 6 points. Emily Sierra with 4. Rainey Pratt with 2. Jaylee Salinas has 7 points, one of hers from beyond the arc. And really nobody in serious foul trouble. Dakota Dudley, Danica Carroll, and Rainey Pratt each have 2 on Comanche's side. Faith Bass, Lindley Wright, and Keely Williams each with 2 on Shallowater's side. Something to keep an eye on as we get into the second half of this ball game. Possession arrow in favor of the Maidens, so they'll have the ball to start this second half as we wrap up the Kyle Motherall, Edward Jones halftime show. Fillies and the Maidens try to punch their ticket to the regional final. Got a little pause here at the Coliseum as there was still 1 minute and 1 second on the clock, and the official at the table said, hey, I'm just gonna let it run all the way down. So we're letting 1 minute run off the clock before we start this third quarter. Looks like Madison Draper will inbound Got Draper, Wilcox, Pratt, Sierra, and Salinas on the floor. The starters back on the floor for Comanche. Carly Buckley, Cameron Ledbetter, Keely Williams, Lindley Wright, and Emmy Lusk, the 5 starters for the Fillies, back on the floor as well. So we're down to the final 10 seconds here. Another little minute delay to start the third quarter. Now we're set. Draper will inbound right in front of our scores table here. We're sitting opposite the scores table. They've got tables all the way around the court. Casey Wilcox has it in the backcourt. Salinas deep down the floor for Madison Draper. That pass is deflected by Cameron Ledbetter, so they'll inbound a little further down the sideline near the timeline. Salinas right wing, she'll drive inside. Good help defense from Carly Buckley. She gets all the way to the glass on Emmy Lusk because Carly almost had a steal and a jump ball, and then Salinas put it back on the floor, got to the basket. Emmy Lusk challenged the shot. Point blank range, missed there for Salinas, but last touch by the Fillies, and Wilcox has the inbounds pass. Carly with the deflection and forces the turnover near midcourt. As Casey Wilcox slid under the table. Carly with the deflection. Wilcox tried to save it inbounds, and she stepped on the sideline. It's more good Noble defense from the Fillies. 7.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Emmy Lusk has it top of the key for the Fillies. Ledbetter right wing. Fillies trying to work it inside. Good height and length for this Comanche Maidens team. Carly from the corner, no good. Cameron, offensive rebound, had her shot blocked by Salinas. Carly trying to chase down an offensive rebound. Had it on the floor, kicked it out to Lindley. That pass was intercepted. Here's Draper down the floor, and she's called for the travel. Good hustle getting down the floor as Carly chased her down from behind. She was trying to stop for the jump shot. She did, but then while she was waiting for Carly to go by, shuffled her feet, and it's called for the travel. So good hustle from Buckley to chase Draper off that shot and force the turnover. Fillies now in the front court. That pass was deflected. They were looking for Emmy inside. Lindley got the loose ball on the baseline, was looking for Cameron on the block, and it's deflected out of bounds. Fillies will inbound underneath their own basket. Buckley has it out of bounds. Nobody's guarding her. She finds Lindley in the corner, left wing. Lindley for three, knocks it down. She's got 13 points. That's her third triple of the night. It's a 3-point game, 31-28, 6.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Lindley picked up Wilcox full court. Drive by Sierra into the paint, picks up her dribble, a kick out to Wilcox. They go inside, and now a kick out left wing, back to the top of the key for Sierra, off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound, Wilcox, and a foul called under the basket on number 12, Rainey Pratt. That's her third foul, first one of the third quarter for the Maidens. And quickly, Dakota Dudley off the bench. She comes to the scorers table, probably to come get Rainey Pratt. So Rainey Pratt goes to the bench with 3 fouls. Dudley comes in with 2. 2 minutes gone, third quarter. Fillies with the first 3 points of the third have cut the lead in half. It's 31-28, Comanche. Keeley has it, right wing for the Fillies. A skip pass to Lindley over on the left wing. Carly now, top of the key. Drives right side on Salinas. Dumps it off to Ledbetter in the lane. Ledbetter left side is called for the travel as she was trying to spin inside. Here's a full court press look from the Fillies. Really just a full court man. They're picking up. Cameron steals it in the front court near midcourt. She's cut off trying to get to the basket. Keeley has it, top of the key, and it's good. Keely Williams ties the game. 31-31, Keely's first field goal. A 6-0 run for the Fillies. to start the third quarter. Timeout, Comanche. First timeout for Coach Diana Salinas. So it was 31-23 late second quarter. It was 31-19 actually. The Phillies on a 12-0 run that started in that second quarter, and they've tied it at 31. A little bit of juice coming from the shallow water side of the stands too, as the bench got fired up. The fans are fired up behind us. Tied at 31, 5:25 left to play, third quarter. Ball is back in play out of that timeout from Comanche. Dudley kicks left wing. Now Wilcox, left wing, trying to work her way in the lane. And a turnover as she flipped it out to Madison Draper, and Draper just took her eyes off of it. It goes out on their bench. Lindley Wright runs it across midcourt. Sets the Phillies half court in motion. Keeley has it. Right wing off the screen, dribbles her way in the lane. Tough foul. She hits the floor hard. That's number 5, Casey Wilcox with her second foul. Second team foul on the Maidens in this third quarter. 5:02 left to play. Buckley will inbound from the baseline. Finds Ledbetter in the lane. Ledbetter double teams. No good off the glass. Buckley gets the rebound and one for Carly Buckley as Dakota Dudley picks up her third foul. Third team foul this third quarter. Buckley's first field goal of the second half. She's got 8 points now and a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. A 14-0 run now for the Phillies. As you see on the Renew Collision instant replay, just great effort to pull down that offensive rebound. Free throw, no good. Ledbetter, offensive rebound. Finds Lindley at the elbow. Lindley had it knocked away. She's got it in the corner now, and she'll dribble back towards the top of the key. Was looking for Emmy Lusk cutting on the baseline, and Emmy wasn't looking for it. Turnover by the Phillies. Phillies regain the lead though, 33-31, 4:45 left to play third quarter. Substitution here as Draper comes out. That's number 23, Cassie Rangel, checking in for Comanche. Phillies full court man. Lindley picks up Wilcox in the backcourt. Now in the front court for Wilcox. Working off a high screen. Drive left side. She finds Sierra on the block. And Sierra with an easy lay-in. She's got 6 points for the game. We're tied at 33. 4:20 and counting in the third quarter. Lindley to Ledbetter in the corner. Ledbetter drives baseline, reverse layup. Hit the bottom of the backboard. Rebound for Rangel. She's turned around in the lane. Finds Wilcox for an open three. Left wing, no good. Backside rebound for Sierra. Now Salinas, right wing. Knocks it down. Jaylee Salinas puts the Maidens back out front. She's in double figures with 10 points now. 36-33, 3:52 and counting in the third. Emmy Lusk hands off to Keeley. Keeley, top of the key. She'll drive left side. Puts up the floater. No good. Rebound. Dakota Dudley. She's trapped on the baseline, but now they get it down the floor to Sierra. Sierra going to try to get to the basket, and she travels. Good defense by Cameron Ledbetter, who beat her to the block, just camped out down there, and Sierra was trying to force the issue. A turnover. 3.5 minutes to play. 3-point lead for the Maidens as they ended that 14-0 run. 5 of their own now. Lindley step back three, left wing for the Phillies. That one's in and out. Offensive rebound for Keeley, and she'll go to the free throw line as Rangel called for her first foul. That's quickly 4 team fouls now on the Maidens. 3:15 left to play in the third, so maybe the Phillies can take advantage of that, force the issue, and get to the glass. Keeley has 3 points. Misses from the free throw line. She'll have one more opportunity here. Knocks in the second one. She's got 4 points. 36-34. Comanche 3:10 and counting as Wilcox brings it across midcourt. She drives left side. Lindley is not making her life easy. She gets a screen right side. Keeley with the steal on the baseline, just took it away from Wilcox. Now she's pushing it up the floor. Gonna try to get to the glass, lays it in, left hand. Keeley Williams, coast to coast. She's got 6 points, we're tied at 36. Under 3 minutes to play. Ledbetter, a steal in the front court. She's pushing the ball up the floor. It's a 3-on-3. Carly, baseline, right wing, shot fake, drives inside off the glass, too strong. Rebound to Dudley inside for Comanche. Phillies do a good job of getting back in transition. Ledbetter and Keeley Williams beating everybody down the floor. And Salinas walks the ball into the front court. 2.5 minutes to play, third quarter, tied at 36. Sierra now has it off the screen, puts up the floater, and one opportunity for Emily Sierra. She's got 8 points now. 38-36. Trying to see who they called that foul on. There was a few Phillies in the lane. I don't know who they called for that foul. Sierra completes a 3-point play. 39-36. Phillies in the front court now. Buckley has it baseline. She drives a kick left wing to Emmy for 3. Off the glass and good. Emmy Lust ties it at 39. Quickly down the floor. Phillies get back in transition, turn them around. That's Emmy's first 3 points. Wilcox, deep 3, top of the key, no good. Ledbetter fighting for the rebound. Loose ball. Lindley has the rebound. She'll push the ball up the floor. Runs into some maidens as she crosses midcourt. Off the screen from Emmy, top of the key, picks up her dribble. Keeley now, right wing. Off the screen from Emmy. Emmy drives left side, a kick in the corner for Buckley. Shot fake, she'll drive inside. In the lane, puts up the shot, and a foul call on Dudley. That's Dudley's 4th. The Phillies now in the bonus the last 90 seconds of this third quarter for what that's worth. Dudley picks up her 4th. And like I said, that last foul on the Phillies, I'm not sure who that was on. Carly's first free throw is good. Phillies back out in front, 40-39, 90 seconds to play. Third quarter, Faith Bass coming to the free throw line, or coming to the scores table. She'll try to sub in for Carly at the free throw line. Carly gets both of them right there. 10 points now for Buckley, 41-39. She checks out. Faith Bass checking in the last 90 seconds. Full court pressure from the Phillies. They get it into the front court. Carroll up top, back to Wilcox, right wing. Wilcox working off a double screen. Then they took a pretty good shot. Drive left side, and the blocking foul called on Faith Bass as Wilcox will go to the line. Faith Bass just picked up her 3rd foul. 2nd team foul on the Phillies in this third quarter. Wilcox misses the first one. She's got 6 first half points, looking for her first point of the second half. That one in and out, but an offensive rebound and a quick putback for Danica Carroll, her first bucket of the night. And we're tied at 41, 1 minute to play, third quarter. Lindley brings the ball into the front court. They swing it right side. Emmy has it. She dribbles towards the top of the key. Keeley off the screen, right wing, buries it. Keeley has 9 points, 44-41, 45 seconds to play. Here's a kick, 3, left wing, too strong. Long rebound though to Salinas. Salinas in the lane, the floater, too strong, off the back iron, fight for the rebound. Keeley on the floor. Jump ball called. And the Phillies will keep possession with the arrow. 44-41, 30 seconds to play now. Ledbetter checking in for Emma Kate Foster. Sorry, I missed it when Emma subbed in. Lindley will walk the ball up the floor. Drives left side, nobody there. She gets all the way to the glass, and it's good! Lindley Wright, 46-41. Nobody stopped the ball. She's got 15 points. 5-point lead, 10 seconds. Wilcox, right wing. Got to do something quick. She had it knocked away by Cameron Ledbetter. Philly fans thought it was off of Wilcox's leg, but they'll say last touch by Ledbetter. Faith Bass checking in, so is Campbell Morris. Some defensive substitutions here for Keeley and for Lindley. 7.98 showing on the scoreboard here in the Coliseum. They look for Jaylee. Good defense by Emmy to try to deny her the pass, but she works her way in the lane, and it's good. 46-43, just a good take there, and making a tough shot by Jaylee Salinas. Salinas now with 12 points. And we head to the fourth quarter, but a big third for the Phillies to regain the lead. They'll be right back here on the Shallow Water Sports Network. Noble Fence Company has been in business since 2001. Owners Branham and Lee Noble are proud West Texans, born and raised in Lubbock, and Texas Tech alumni. Now, Lee and Katie are proud members of the Shallow Water community supporting the Mustangs and Phillies. At Noble Fence, our main focus is customer service. Contractors can be hard to deal with, but our goal is to make your fence job as easy as possible while building the highest quality fence possible. We specialize in customizing a fence to fit your individual needs using only the highest quality materials and unsurpassed workmanship. We strive to build quality fences, but more importantly, quality relationships with the great people of West Texas. Find us at noblefence.com and call or email us today. Welcome back to the Coliseum on the campus of Western Texas College's regional semifinal between Comanche and Shallow Water. Going to be a nail-biter. 46-43 as we start the fourth quarter. Comanche inbounding, finding Wilcox. No, not finding Wilcox, thrown away. Buckley with the steal ahead to Keeley under the basket. Keeley lays it in. More points off turnovers, 48-43. Salinas pushing the ball up the floor for Comanche. Down in the corner, left corner, no good. Three, but Salinas with the long backside rebound. She's trying to back her way into the lane, puts up a tough shot and gets it to go. Salinas, second tough bucket she's made in a row. She's got 14 points, 48-45. Lindley again in the front court. The Phillies outscored Comanche 21-12 in that third quarter. Lindley drives, kicks outside for Buckley. Buckley drives inside. Tough shot, no good. Blocking foul on Salinas as Carly drove to the bucket. She'll go back to the free throw line. Jaylee Salinas called for her second foul. First one of the fourth quarter. Buckley back at the line. She's got 10 points for the game. Carly knocks in the first one. 49-45, 7:17 left to play, fourth quarter. The Phillies hadn't led since it was 12-9, and they retook the lead in the third quarter, 33-31 after a 14-0 run that started late second quarter. Carly gets them both, 50-45. Buckley now with 12 points. Full court pressure from the Phillies, but Wilcox brings it across midcourt for the Maidens. Left wing, Draper's in trouble. Philly fans wanted a travel call. Salinas now top of the key, drives left side, stop and pop from the elbow, no good, but a rebound from Draper. Looking inside for Carroll. Carroll trapped on the baseline, and a jump ball. Keeley and Emmy both reached in to grab it. Arrow in favor of the Phillies. (50-45). Just over a minute gone in the fourth quarter. Lindley will walk the ball up the floor for the Phillies. Hands off to Keeley, right wing. Keeley drives all the way around the left side of the lane and lays it in. Keeley Williams in double figures. She's got 11 points, 52-45. Phillies get back on defense. They have it in the right corner for Draper. She's trying to drive in the lane. A blocking foul called on Buckley. Buckley's first. The Phillies first in this fourth quarter. Salinas will inbound underneath Comanche's basket. She gets it outside to Wilcox. Now back inside quickly to Salinas in the lane. Turnaround off the glass and good. Salinas with 16 points. 52-47. Lindley drives right side. Thought about a step back three. Skip pass now to Emmy instead. Carly from the corner goes inside to Ledbetter on the block. Ledbetter reverse rebound, or reverse layup, no good. Carly with an offensive rebound, and she's fouled on the putback. Number 12, Rainey Pratt, just picked up her fourth foul, second team foul in this fourth quarter. Carly back to the line. That was a big offensive rebound. Phillies can be really selective offensively right now with the lead. They just need to take good shots. Carly misses the first free throw. Buckley's second free throw, good. 13 now for the game. 53-47, just under 6 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Phillies by 6. Salinas trying to work off a screen from Wilcox. Emmy runs into the screen, turnovers. Wilcox lost the handle. Cameron trying to get it ahead of Lindley in transition. Lindley kind of lost the handle. The Phillies will have to settle in to their half court. Lindley goes inside to Cameron. Cameron works her way into the lane, picks up her dribble, and they're going to call a foul on Wilcox. Casey Wilcox's third foul, third team foul. So third team foul. We were straightening it out. They were kind of lining up like we might be taking shots, but the officials say no on the floor. So now inbound pass. Keeley has it. A kick out to Emmy, left wing. No good. Backside rebound by Carly Buckley. A second chance here. She gets it to Emmy on the block. Emmy with the put back. 5 points for Emmy Lusk. An assist for Buckley there. 55-47. Wilcox quickly down the floor. Spin move in the lane. And one. That was a tough shot. She got it to go somehow. And a foul call on 22. Cameron Ledbetter's second foul on the Phillies. Wilcox, her first bucket of the second half. She's got 8 points now for the game. Completes the three-point play. 55-50, 5:02 left to play. Timeout, Coach Richardson, his second timeout. We've had quite the defensive effort from both these teams, and they've been trying to run the floor in transition. You see maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in, and Coach Richardson takes his second timeout, maybe for a little bit of a breather here, and then also just to talk strategy the last 5 minutes of this fourth quarter. The Phillies again trailed 24-16 after the first quarter. They outscored Comanche 9-7 in the second, and a little scoring run to end that continued into the third quarter. 14-0 run. The Phillies retook the lead 33-31. That was their first lead since it was 12-9 back in the first quarter. They outscored Comanche 21-12. Brought a 3-point lead into this fourth quarter right now, leading by 5. 5 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Lindley right now with 15 points. Keely Williams has 11. Carly Buckley 13. Emmy Lusk with her last bucket is up to 5. Ledbetter has 5. Buckley inbounding in the backcourt. This is the first time we've seen some full court pressure from Comanche, but they retreat. Lindley trots the ball across midcourt. Emmy has it. Free throw circle for the Phillies. Lindley now right wing. Lindley with the shot fake. Now she'll let it fly. Top of the key, in and out. Not a bad look for the Phillies. Rebound for Salinas. She's trapped in the backcourt. And Ledbetter trying to get a steal, runs into Wilcox, and she'll be called for the foul. So that's Cameron's third. That's the team third now in the fourth quarter as well. Wilcox a little slow to get up. Kind of got dead leg there as she and Cameron collided. Both Cameron was trying to jump in the passing lane. Wilcox drew the foul by coming back to the ball, kind of like a wide receiver. You run that curl route, you come back to the ball. So Wilcox walking gingerly. She was kind of slow to get up. They gave her a little bit of time to try to collect herself, but she walks off the court. So they're inbounding from the baseline. Carly with the steal on the inbounds pass. Gets it to Emma Kate. Lindley from the free throw line. Had it taken away from Dudley. Salinas trapped near midcourt. She works her way down the left sideline all the way to the basket. Partially blocked by Emmy underneath the basket. And they call a foul on the Phillies. I'm trying to see who they call this on. They call Buckley for the foul. That's her second 14 foul on the Phillies. So the next one will put the Maidens in the bonus. They go inside for Dudley, and she gets the roll. The size inside for the Maidens, paying off a little bit. Salinas and Dudley both have just gotten some open looks over the Phillies that were there, just shooting it over the top. Lindley drives inside, tough shot off the glass, 57-52. Lindley right, holy cow. She's got 17 points. We're halfway through the fourth quarter. Carly and Lindley applying the pressure in the backcourt. They break the press. They get it to Dudley on the block in the front court. She gets away with the travel. Emmy challenges the shot, gets the rebound, and a foul call. A reach in on Dudley. Dudley just fouled out of the game. That's her fifth foul. Four-team foul on the Maidens. So the next foul by either team will put the other team in the bonus. 3:49 left to play. But big development there as Dakota Dudley fouls out with 8 points, and she was a killer inside on the glass as well. Carly inbounds from the baseline underneath the Phillies basket. Lindley walks the ball to the timeline, now trots across half court. Wilcox picks her up there. Lindley driving left side, works her way in the lane, splits some defenders, a kick out to Keeley, left wing. Keeley for three, and it's good! Keeley Williams! 14 points now for the game, 60-52. Three from Draper off the mark. Lindley long rebound, and she's fouled by Draper. That'll send her to the line. Keeley pushing the ball up the floor. Draper was trailing the play and fouled her near midcourt. Keeley Williams, 1, 2, 3 triples now, and an 8-point lead for the Phillies. 3:19 left to play in the fourth quarter. Lindley's first free throw is good. She's got 18 now for the game. Lindley 2 for 2 on that trip. 19 points for the senior. Phillies by 10, 62-52, 3:15 to play, counting. Wilcox, a drive and a kick to Draper in the corner. Draper knocks down the three for the answer. Madison Draper now has 9 points. Those are her first points of the second half. 62-55. Emmy Lusk now has it in the front court for the Phillies. Top of the key, a kick in the corner to Buckley. Buckley drives in the lane, picks up her dribble, kicks it back out to Emmy, left wing. Phillies can be patient offensively as Emmy drives Right side, puts it off the glass, just rolled out. Keeley trying to save it on the baseline, runs into that table. And it'll be Comanche's ball on the baseline. Salinas will inbound and get some full court pressure from the Phillies. 2:43 left to play, fourth quarter. Phillies got to be careful. Wilcox and the Maidens break the press. They get a 3-on-1, but a turnover. A loose ball went right through Pratt's hands as Wilcox was driving the lane, found an open player on the block, and Emma Kate ends up with the loose ball. Kurt Richardson telling the Phillies to bring it out. 2.5 minutes to play. Keeley drives inside, puts it up. No good, but she'll go to the free throw line. Madison Draper called for her third foul. The Phillies now in the bonus. That's the 6th team foul. But it does stop the clock. Keeley with 14 points will try to add on. 2:22 on the clock in this fourth quarter as Keeley knocks in the first one. Phillies up 63-55, timeout for Coach Salinas and Comanche. That's her second timeout. Each team with 3 timeouts remaining. To catch you up individually, Lindley Wright with 19 points. Keely Williams with 15. Carly Buckley has 13. Ledbetter with 5. Emmy Lusk with 5. Emma Kate Foster with 2. Emma Clausen with 2. Emma Kate came up with a huge steal in the front court there. It was a 3-on-1 opportunity as Comanche did a great job breaking the press. Wilcox coming down the lane, finds the open man, and she was just turning to shoot before she actually caught the ball. It went right through her hands, actually bounced off her forehead, and Emma Kate Foster is able to get the loose ball. Keeley now with her second free throw at the line. Second one in and out. Offensive rebound, though, by Emma Kate Foster. She's falling out of bounds. Saved it inbounds. But Sierra gets the loose ball. Good job by Emmy Luss to chase Salinas off that shot. A kick out for Salinas to Draper. And Draper with another 3. 6 quick points for Draper. 63-55. Fast break opportunity. Keeley finds Carly Buckley on the block. Carly, shot goes in and out, but a foul. And number 12, Rainey Pratt, has just fouled out of the game. 17 foul in this fourth quarter. 1:59 left to play. Draper's 3 makes it a 5-point game. Carly at the line with 13 points. Knocks in the first one. (64-58). Buckley with one more. Off the front iron. Lindley Wright chasing down the long rebound. Holy cow, what an effort from the Phillies senior. Salinas fouls. 1:53 left to play. Lindley will go to the line. Salinas' third foul. Lindley's first free throw is good. She's got 20 points for the game. 65-58, 1:59 left to play in this regional semifinal. Emma Clausen checks into the game. Clausen, Buckley, Lindley Wright, Emmy Lusk, and Keely Williams on the floor for the Phillies right now. 2 for 2 on that trip for Lindley Wright. 21 points for the game. 66-58, timeout. Kurt Richardson took that one. He's got 2 left. 3 still for Coach Salinas and the Maidens. Phillies right now with a 20-15 edge in this fourth quarter. They've added to their lead. And they just got to play smart the rest of this fourth quarter. Take care of the basketball and play solid defense. Again, Clausen, Buckley, Emmy Luss, Keely Williams, and Lindley Wright on the floor. Lindley Wright, the only Philly showing some full court pressure. She's in the backcourt. She denies Wilcox the pass. The rest of the Phillies were already in the front court. Draper, right wing, got an open three, no good. Backside rebound for Salinas, off the glass, no good. Clausen, rebound, dribbles out of the lane, and she's fouled. Danica Carroll, I believe, going to be called for that foul. No, they call Casey Wilcox for her 4th foul, so that's a big one. (66-58), 1:36 to play as Emma Clausen comes to the free throw line. First free throw, no good. She has 2 first-half points. Looking for her first point of the second half. Second free throw is short. Salinas rebound. Carly knocked it away on the baseline, but Comanche will get to keep it. 66-58, 1:34. Wilcox has it in the front court. Lets a three go, no good. Emma chases it down in the corner. Had it stolen on the baseline. Sierra inside to Draper off the glass, and it's good. Draper gets the put in. Nice defensive rebound. So no timeout. Emma Kate Foster will check in. They stopped the clock for some reason. I don't know why they stopped the play, but they're going to let Draper's now got 14 points. Keeley bringing the ball up the floor. A kick to Emma Kate, and she's called for a travel in the corner. 1:13 to play. 66-60. Phillies hanging on to a 6-point lead. Buckley and the Phillies now line up in some full court pressure. Salinas has it in the backcourt. Buckley defending. They get it to Wilcox near midcourt. Lindley with the deflection and a steal, and she brings the ball out. No hurry for the Phillies offensively. We're at 1 minute to play. Lindley left side. She's just dribbling around. They're going to try to force it out of her hands. Carly now, right wing, has it. Skip pass to Emmy. Emmy defended by Wilcox. Lindley has it now, midcourt. Keeley now, right wing, open three, but she doesn't need to shoot. 45 seconds. Lindley finds Carly, right side. They pass it back to Lindley. They really don't have any fouls to give either. Lindley drives left side, and she finally gets fouled. 37 seconds left. Phillies took a lot of time off the clock there. Not sure who they called that foul on. 14, I think. Danica Carroll called for that foul. Lindley at the line again. Lindley knocks in the first one. 67-60. It's a 3-possession game with 37 seconds left. Carroll checks out. Cassie Rangel checks in for the Maidens. Lindley's second free throw on the way. And good. Lindley, clutch free throws, 23 points. It's 68-60. 36 seconds left. Some full court pressure. Wilcox gonna let the three fly from the left wing. It's short, no good. Emma Kate Foster rebound, and she's fouled on the baseline quickly by Draper. Madison Draper's 4th foul, and they'll walk the length of the floor for Emma Kate to shoot some free throws. 26 seconds left. Phillies can put it away at the line. Emma Kate, 2 points in the first half, looking to add to her total here. Knocks in the first one. Another senior with a clutch free throw. 69-60, timeout, full timeout for Kurt Richardson. He tells the Phillies to take a seat. Coach Richardson and the Phillies have one left. 3 timeouts still, I believe, for Coach Salinas. On the Comanche side, I thought she burned one a second ago on the baseline, but kind of a weird stoppage in play. So Emma Kate Foster now with 3 points. The Fillies a chance to punch their ticket to the regional final. Comanche came out swinging. They had a 24-16 lead at the end of the first quarter. But the Fillies win the second quarter 9-7. They find their offense in the third, 21-12. They outscore the Maidens right now at the 9-point lead. In the closing seconds of this fourth quarter, Emma Kate Foster looking for her second free throw. Emma Kate 2 for 2 at the line. She's got 4 points, 70-60, 25 seconds and counting as Wilcox brings it down the floor. Draper left wing. Keeley does a good job of chasing her off the three-point line. They get it back to Salinas, top of the key. Carly makes her drive in the lane. Tough shot, no good. Rebound, Carly Buckley inside the lane. Carly driving up the middle of the floor. 7 seconds, gets it into the front court. Lindley's got it, no fouls. And the Fillies will move on to the regional final. They punch their ticket with a 70-60 win over Comanche, the champions out of District 8. It was a hard-fought win. The Fillies move to 27-7 on the year. Tough way for the Maidens to end their season. Jaylee Salinas, and in her senior campaign, go to the regional semifinals, but fall to the Fillies. Fillies moving on to the regional finals. We'll keep it right here for the Caprock Financial Group postgame show. As you see the Fillies get another gold ball trophy. Fillies moving on to the regional final to take on the Bushland Falcons. The champions out of District 1 will meet the Fillies champions from District 2 for the Region 1 championship. The Fillies outscored the Comanche Maidens 24-17 in that fourth quarter, and they hang on for a 70-60 win. They're getting set for another game here, a regional semifinal between heavyweights in the Division II ranks. Number 1 Wall against number 3 Idalou. Coach Helms and his team about to take the floor, so we will pass on Glasheen, Bias, and Enderman player of the game interviews at least. But man, how do you not give it to Lindley Wright? 23 points. Keely Williams, 15 points. She was huge in the second half beyond the arc. All 15 of Keely's points in the second half. She was a big part of that early 14-0 run to end the second quarter and start the third for the Fillies to get them back out front and back out front for good. They had the lead at 12-9, didn't have it again until 33-31. We were tied at 39, but then 41-39 in favor of the Fillies after a couple of free throws, and then they never looked back. Big 70-60 win for Coach Richardson and his team. Again, moved to 27-7 on the year, and they'll play for a regional championship a little bit closer to home, we presume, against the Bushland Lady Falcons, who punched their ticket to the regional final last night with a 72-69 win over the Sweetwater Fillies. Jake working on some post-game stats for us here on the Caprock Financial Group post-game show. Can't tell you how proud we are for the Fillies to come back and pull this one out. Comanche gave them their best shot, especially early in that first quarter. The Fillies buckled down defensively, start making some shots. You see, when we were talking at the break on the Kyle Motherwell Edward Jones halftime show, they were trailing that shooting percentage. They end up with a slight edge, 42-41%. Still more field goal attempts for the Maidens at 56-48. That's a category that the Fillies usually win, but they forced 22 Comanche turnovers. And Comanche, after they were breaking the press and got some transition buckets in the first half, really didn't see that a lot in the second half. A good adjustment from Coach Richardson and the Fillies. Fillies 22 of 37 from the free throw line. They left a lot of points at the charity stripe, but they got there 37 times, and that was huge down the stretch as they were able to keep the Comanche Maidens at arm's length down the stretch. And I'm a little bit jealous. Last night, in between games, I thought we had time for some post-game interviews. We got Clanahan and Cooper Martin out there, but we had to rush their interviews because they only put 8 minutes on the clock in between games. Here, 30 minutes on the clock. But regional semifinal, you got to give Idalou and Wall plenty of time to get warm and get loose, let their fans get into the stands. So we kind of rushed through the Caprock Financial Group post-game show, and turns out that we had some time. But, you know, let's give Lindley Wrights and Glassheen Bison Enterman Player of the Game honors. Keely Williams as well, 15 points, all in the second half. Carly Buckley, 14 points. She had 6 of her 14 were at the free throw line, some big ones at the free throw line. 8 points, 9 points, I believe, at the free throw line for Lindley Wright. And they were struggling to find the bottom of the net early on, but they get the offense going in the third and fourth quarters, and excited to move on to the regional final with this team. Of course, we'll be off tomorrow night, but then we'll be at Wink High School Thursday evening, 5:30 tip-off for the boys in the area round playoffs against Presidio. They'll be taking on the Blue Devils for the second year in a row in the area round of the playoffs. Presidio champions out of District 4. And we just had some people come up. Hey, are y'all streaming the Idalou game? Idalou fans, if they're not here, they might have to watch. I'm not sure if there's anybody else covering this one. Maybe we should have for them, but whew, Fillies moving on to the regional final. We'll see Thursday night at Wink High School for the area round between the boys and the Blue Devils. Nathan Riojas for the entire Shallow Water Sports Network crew. Jake Warren, Zach Cole, Angel Flores, Cooper Bunting. So long from Snyder. We will see you Thursday night at Wink.